Welcome on back everyone to ToD Warhammer 3 in part 15 of our Tamurkhan Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to beat the brakes off of one of Grimgor's armies. He has brought out all of the spiders that the Mount Arachnos has. I actually would really love to see access to all of the units that you can get through the wall, recruitable in some form. Maybe it's a landmark, maybe after completing a certain... It's probably just a landmark, it's going to be the best way to do it. But once you do, you're able to get all the lava riders or the lava spiders, or even the feral wyvern, which have been added to the roster, but you just can't recruit them through any buildings just yet. That being said, we're going to kind of try to go for a bit of Scipio for this, where he was fighting against Hannibal's elephants. I've got my beasts of Nurgle acting as our spears, where we are going to try to basically catch them and have all of our festering stooges and the other exalted blade bearers chuck those grenades at the spiders and try to drag them down as quickly as possible. Our different artillery pieces are going to be perfect for dealing with the orc boys as they approach, and then any goblin archers as they stand to try to do any kind of firing on our positions. Let's get our single entities all in a group. I guess minus the soul grinders. So infantry have soul grinders and then the rotflies. So I'm going to take off guard mode because if they charge into combat, that works just fine for me. They're not great against spiders, but they will be against just about everything else. 56 attack and 50 defense is pretty dang good for a single entity. Your normal soul grinders are going to have 5 less, looks like 4 less when they get all maxed out. Alright, let's take it to them. I'm going to have all of my flies, and you be a group. Well, I've got all my flyers together. Zoom on in and drop the Overcast, Rancid Visitations on a Dusty. We're going to try to have all of our flies deal Death Blow to him first. Drop that Chromatic Tome. And go for the Rancid Visitations one more time there. There are rock llamas back in the back, so we want to try to dodge. Ooh, that spread out very nicely on our drones, didn't it? You. Bad for us. I did kind of forget that Little Wah has access to spells like that. Ooh, that hurt very badly. Good on ya. The counter to our, these are demonic spellcasters. We dodged a few of them. I wanted to get on the other side of the building there. Lovely, the Plague Grinder's going to start firing. The Noxbringer actually has a very interesting kind of cloud that it leaves, and that's what's actually destroying people's armor and their ammunition, which is cool. Bring the drones on back. He actually dealt pretty good damage to these two Arachnaroks. Let's get down and just kind of wait for them to come up around the corner. No reason to waste any further spells, and we can kind of bounce stuff off the walls. We'll just let our Plague Grinders blast away. Move up the hill just a little bit. Trolls, you can kind of do the same. Great Unclean Ones are waiting for the enemy to get a little bit closer. Go ahead and advance the two Hoplite squads. Y'all can let loose. I'm going to go for a Stream of Corruption through these archers. Hopefully bounce it off and get both groups. That's the way. Didn't get a lot of damage, so... I can fall back a little bit further here. Yep. We haven't lost any drones yet, but I'd like to keep it that way. So we'll follow them on in. Beast of Nurgle, you get ready to jump this Arachnarok, for better or worse. Stay in the middle. Let's get the Furies. Activate all the abilities. Make sure you're chucking your grenades at the Arachnarok. Trolls are having some problems. Man, that is a lot of enemies coming on around with the cab there. So our ToDs do the thing on that side. Get Zim. Blasting in the spells still. I am not scared of you. Bring them on back. Let these guys switch over to this Arachnarok. You're in a really bad spot, my friend. Drop the Rancid Visitations. And fall back. We'll do Blight Boil here. And get ready to go for whatever buffs up our lad's melee attack over on our Cav. Ragnarok. Increase their defense. Oh, here comes the bad moon. You tried your best, aren't you? Come on in. Bring him down. You three, let's have... just deal with the error boys. Making some damage. Looks like we've probably got spells coming his way, which is all kinds of fun. They may even have the artillery back in the back there. I thought they had at least one rock lava. Go for the heals on probably Epidug the Plague Ridden. Love to see the lack of leadership taking effect there. Rot Knights come back around, hit those Orc boys. You get your Phylactery. Here's our Grid Unclean where they can help out with the spiders. I think we just discontinued the cast. We'll go ahead and get it back active. Grid Unclean one behind you. Flies back up in the air. Stream of corruption through this big blob. Through this. Oh, interesting, it goes in a straight line. Okay, so through this big blob then. Then weaken the Black Orcs as well. Black Orcs are always a threat. Weaken the other group. Alright. Everyone's surround here. Bile Trolls come in on the Boar Boy Biggins. Our Lord can just drop the Spirit Leech on Hornied. I think we got him from there. I think we've got him from there. Still a scary fight, though. Gotta give him credit. My Soul Grinders are out of ammo, so send them on in. Ah, but it's too late. And since they're in the settlement, no worries at all. We just can go ahead and end the battle there. Alright, a decisive win against Dusty is exactly what we needed there, so we'll take that victory, and we will loot and occupy the Gorger Rock. Grimgor can decide to take Blizzard Peak from there, but now I have a straight shot at Krak Vrag, which is one of his main tier 5 settlements. And he has, I don't think, any way of taking on the Challenge Stone, even with that many Ragnaroks. It would still be scary, but I think we could hold. Especially with the expert charge defense I managed to get very early on there. Also, plagues that we've been failing to spread very well. Keep summoning in cultists on accident. Like Jellin Hole here. Oh, we could give this to Stormvrak. And that can start spreading around to friendlies, which is what I wanted. They're immune to plagues. It won't be for long. Ooh, 4 turns. That's gonna be a little bit, I guess. Let's go for more infections here and here. We're up to 243 a turn, which is basically a new plague every single turn.
Father Nurgle!
Father Nurgle. You are going to be, as soon as we deal with Grimgor, you're going to be in charge of turning and going after any of the vestiges of Zeech up above the Bastion. Exalted Hero, let's give you final point spread control, and then really think just the final, or just some more armor. 128's pretty dang good.
Nurgle's beloved.
More health for our cultist, up to 12,000.
Lord of Stench.
The Doug definitely needs mentor. Sharing a 15% of experience between all other active heroes of the same type, so all other plague-ridden. He's sending letters on to now the Guild of Plague-ridden. They control much of the garden. Deadly secretions. We actually don't need any more growth here, and all this is going to be doing is buffing up Nurgle corruption in nearby provinces. We do still need the building, though, because it's keeping us above that 200 growth, which is the threshold for a lot of our buildings there. Sorcerers. Plague-ridden. But it doesn't actually give you any more control, which we wouldn't need anyway. So let's swap on over to probably infections per turn. Or chances for plagues to spread. Let's do the plague god's pasture. Take that one out eventually. We could also get the income plague here next turn. We still gotta wait 2. For some reason, this one only takes 1. Weird. Alright, that's just fine. We shall spend our gold elsewhere. Just not on walls if we can help it. Tower of Torment, do you need the walls? Probably more than our other settlements do. It costs 4,000, so I'll hold off for now.
Blessed with disease.
Trade the Port of the Secrets. Let's do it. Bilious Cliffs, we can get some walls. Anything that has a port, we definitely need to make sure they're good and defended. Those are the easiest ways into our new empire. Yeah, we're also going to be probably at war with Khorne before too long here. Monolith of Katam has fallen to Prince Sigvald, which is lovely. I bring despair. Our unit pools are good and full of things like cuddly ToD dragons. This army is good and upgraded how I want. We just need a little bit more income so I can reasonably afford another one.
Decay.
Blizzard Peak, that's too close to Grimgore. Zorn Uzkul. We could probably go for the cultist outpost of the pastures. Larger farmsteads that come under cultist ownership will quickly become corrupted, as will the animals that feed upon them. I'm sorry. We're feeding the cultists to the animals? These are the hungriest cows I've ever seen. There's something wrong with Bessie. Alright, we'll come on in then. He's almost aligned, and or Kargan is almost pledged. We need to get in there and start bullying Empire, Bretonia, Cathay, or Kislev. I don't really like raising settlements, because here with Nurgle, the more settlements we claim, the more infections we can generate, so... Poor Kargan. He has been completely left alone. Galixis, I'm gonna have him stay here and replenish for one more turn. If Malakai wants to fight, so be it.
Lose a finger.
I'll make you a snowman. Pair Shraktrockins. A port there. We can move from there back to Krakadrak or over to the Lair of the Troll King. Either one looks good to me. Help it. Controlled by the trees. They have the worst. I was about to say they have the worst garrisons, but they hold a lot back to this. Alright, that'll be the turn. Okay, so Grimgore is going to choose to attack the Ice Spewer. I don't think I have any summons, otherwise I would absolutely fight this one. He's going to win. Interesting strategy, though, because now I'm going to go after Vrag and take down your tier 5. After a lot of shouting, Ice Spewer belongs to Grimgore. Ooh, another event. Curse of Beasts. Gruckmer, Three-Horns, stews in rapid frustration, seething that his ally Mournhowl does not exult in the glory of his beasthood. He demands to be acknowledged as an equal, yet Mournhowl continues to regard Gruckmer with an indifference bordering on disrespect. Should this simmering resentment fester any further, a bloody confrontation is soon to divide your camp. Gruckmer, quit being a baby. Mournhowl doesn't have to be your buddy. We're siding with Mournhowl. Tell Gruckmer that if he wishes to earn Mournhowl's respect, he must earn it by spilling the blood of his enemies. Or we can assure Gruckmer that both he and Mournhowl are equal in the eyes of the loving, so we're just petting Gruckmer on the head, going, there, Gruckmer, you're just as cool as Mournhowl. You're not. Act right. Sweet. So he is now Grievous. I really wish there was a small Easter egg that made him sprout more arms for maybe Zeech's faction. Malakai was trying to ambush us. A bold strategy, my friend. Let there be wrought. Sacker Ray's Blackfang. We're in on it. We would like to move on. Vrag first. Grimgore thinks, I sacked Ice Spear. They're clearly going to chase me. Nope.
An unpleasant suggestion.
Not even a little bit. I'm going to take down your capital. Ooh, how unfortunate. We didn't leave enough lads to defend. Good grief. I guess they decided to headbutt the wall a few times to take more damage to make it more even. Fair enough. We will sack Greg Frag because you don't deserve the gold. And then we'll take it. Mine. A lovely tier 3. With a gem mine and everything. Oh, cool. This gives us all of our sorcerers. As well as a lot of income. How great. So it doesn't actually generate any more income down the line. Or it does at tier 2 but not at tier 3. Weird. Because of the cultists we get? I'm not sure that makes a whole lot of sense. Let's put in the walls there, that way we can kind of turn into Finn. Grimgor wants to take Gorge or Rock, I don't mind at all. We kind of have him now caught in a place he does not want to be. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another Lord. I think this will be the Swarm of Heralds. He's giving me a cool one. Contagious or Hidden Plague. I like Contagious so much more. If you spend almost any time too close to this vile infector, you'll regret it. Assuming you live to tell the tale. You'll definitely live. You'll just come away with something really nasty. Flumetic. Flumetic. Flumetic the Flamboyant. We'll give him the Book of Asher, not a Scroll of Leeching, that is terrible. Armored of Silvered Steel. Other Trickster Sword is actually pretty dang decent. It drops enemy spell resistance for 20% on everyone around him, which is probably better on the likes of like a Exalted Hero. That way your spells can crack through their resistances, but we will take it. Spells a bit of endurance, and then oh, we're out of luck on any kind of weapons. Give you a Razor Standard, Blade Ship Captain, a Poisoner. They don't have any flyers with Grimgor's army, but they will with the Tzeentchians. Upkeep production for those Exalted Plague Bearers. In fact, we need to do the same over with that's other armor, or other army. Good grief.
Strongest
We'll drop the Warpstone Locust in, that way we have access to all of our heroes. We need choices. So you, Dimahar, you already have... Oh, he does already have a Leper Lord. Exalted Blade Bearers are so expensive, aren't they? We'll give him a Scarecrow banner as well, because there may be Chaos Frost Dragons in our future. Scroll of Leeching, I mean, it's something to have, is it not? Increase cooldowns, but give you more recharge. Wand of Jet is better in every way. His army's gonna be so good against flyers. Dimahar. Where do we send you? Probably in after Drycha. Let's have a duel of the missile troops.
with Nurgle's guidance.
Although we do have to worry about... Let's deal with Wolfric first. We'll be clever with this. So walk down the ways a little bit. And then we're going to be nice and overconfident. We're already in the Varg camp. Oh, I didn't even realize. Sure. Nice and overconfident. Yeah, I wish the borders were a little bit darker. There's probably a mod for that, and I can go snag that anytime. I probably should. Let's upgrade Winterpire now. Glixis, we may just have you go take down Malakai. I'm gonna sit there and stare at you. Mantle of Gorok. Yeah, we'll give this to Gruckmer. That way we can empower our Demon Prince. I like the spoilers there with that. We've got lots of skills to pass out. For Iris Von McHammer, which is the best name, we'll just make you a wound maker. Making them wounds. We'll have the spawn with the tentacles actually trade that out for one with a blade. Bladed tentacles. Alright, Glixis, you versus Malakai. Slayers v Big Stinky Boys. Oh, Malakai, where are you running off to? I mean, he's got the Spirit of Grungni. It says it degrades, but if he's far up enough in the upgrade for his own buildings, it absolutely will not. He's got the glaive gun, really. Bonus view large, extra range. Alright. And then the Crimson Gemstone, giving him heals. What an interesting set of weapons the AI's gone with here, and then the Rune of Thungni, so even more resistances and sundered armor. I'm not really that scared of you, though. As soon as we close the gap with this big mace, it's game over. He's the size of your foot. Just punt him into orbit. Man, thank goodness we have this Cygor, is all I'm gonna say. Choke point battle. Okay, so we are going to deploy with the Cygor kind of up front. They do have the cannons. Where's that deployed? Ready to throw hands. I'm going to try to have... Maybe we can have the Cygor rush up over on this side. Quite like that. We'll have our throwing axes, the hidden throwing axes up here. They'll be going after... Well, actually, let's take it back. Let's put them over here on this side, because they can chase after those helicopters when they cross the field. And if anyone needs to get torn up by chopper blades or bombs, I prefer it be our cavalry, or our skirmish cav. So let's have the big toad dragon out in the middle, way back here, that way they know where he is. You can hide the Cygor in the woods, right? Oh, come on, he's big and loud, but I'm sure he can hide. Skin Wolves is going to be very much an ambush. All of our Skin Wolves kind of back over here. I don't want them to engage until they need to. Gruckmar can also deploy wherever he wants and summon a Cygor. Actually, what a good idea. We'll put Gruckmar up here in the woods. No one knows he's here. Tetzak. More now will have you riding with your Skin Wolf brethren there. And also these great weapon Famir. Of the normal Famir over with our ogres. Gonna be Pestigors kind of holding the line for as long as they can, while our beast and everyone, we just kind of have a distraction while our fast boys move to deal with their artillery. Alright, I want Tetzak to be the one getting shot at first. More than anyone else. Got our Soul Grinder too. Sweet. This is going to be a very tough one to micro, but if we do it correctly, we will dumpster them. Alright, so I want Spellcasters up front, absolutely. And Mortal, I'm going to have you go with your Skin Wolves. Your infantry. And then our hidden flankers, which I'm going to put in guard mode so they don't act foolish. I want to toggle skirmish, but it triggers so close as they have such low range. They don't get an opportunity to really do much damage. Alright. Keep behind the woods to start. Son would be pretty decent at ripping apart some of these cavalry here. Or some of these somehow our cavalry and artillery always get mixed up. We won't talk about it. Cygor, come on in. About here. You also summon in your Cygor. That's Zach. I want you to be the draw. There's our second Cygor. We'll have you start chucking rocks towards Trollhammer. No, let's go for the Goblin Hewer. You can come on up. We're chucking your rocks towards the cannons, which are ranging our Soul Grinder. Effectively, mind you, so let's bring him through the woods. Use the trees to your advantage, lads. There goes one sedan-sized rock. Very smart hiding in the woods there. So in fact, so smart, we need to switch our strategy a bit. Go for the flame cannon. Cannons are going after our Soul Grinder again. Get you back in the woods. They understand how dangerous it is. Of course, you're going to be the ones up front. Probably not going to enjoy it, but it's your job. I like that these things have been hit on accident. Alright, there we go. So we took out a whole cannon. Every time we're applying contact effects, that is actually building up the Plague Lord's blessings, which is awesome. Send our Lord in. Artillery's doing their thing. Because we can just drop the good old Purple Sun of Xeris right in the center over here. Watch them weep. Glad our summoned Cygor is still here, but I'm kind of surprised he is. Plague Hulk, come on up. That's gonna hurt so bad. We don't need to get shot by too many things. Sun drop, and then fall back. Here comes the Spirit of Grungni, so air the spears. We're gonna be that guy that spirit leeches the gyrocopters? No, we'll just draw them over here towards us. We dodged the spear! It's dodgeable. I guess of course it is, but... let's drop this on those Doom Seekers. Let that spread around there. Cygor needs to fall back a bit. Can you summon another Cygor? Go ahead and do so. And we can summon multiple. Alright, front line, start moving in. Reckon so. Let's have you go deal with the Brimstone gun copters. Rollhammer torpedoes are your target. And same here with the Slayer pirates. Just blast them. A lot of guns back there, so we have to keep that in mind. Drop the Spirit Leech on Malakai. Oh yeah, he got clapped immediately. Get away from that. Oh, he's supremacy from range there. Absolutely. Estigors, get charging. We need to stop the Iron Drakes. Oh, that's lovely. Heal up. Get Zach, get on in there. They're gonna go for the bombing run. How funny. Hey, charge down the specific lads, then you guys get in there and go after the hewer in the back. Oh, we didn't bring all of our trolls in. That's gonna bite us in the butt. Lads up. Flamethrowers are doing what they can, but get in there, Pestigors. Drop the Spirit Leech. Here come the Skin Wolves. I'm really scared of the Goblet Hewer in the back line, so hopefully we'll send one of them over there after them. If the Copters are gonna run, you go get the Goblet Hewer. I don't think anything else is nearly as dangerous. Alright, the secondary. Get these Troll Hammers. I'm not sure if, go for the Abundance. Lucky Abundance to heal. Sort of anti-heroes, Death Frenzy. Oh, it's on himself. I see. You, my friend, then go hunt down Malakai. Those Goblet Hewers, Demon Prince. Spirit Leech and the big Spirit of Grungni. These guys moving. Here come the Famir. Much slower than the rest of the army there. Let's drain the health of the Spirit of Grungni. Launch on you a Dragon Slayer. We're gonna take some losses. Where's my Grukmar at? Was Grukmar dead? I think that was him that just fell there. Ooh, the Spirit's bombs. Always threatening. Alright, you get up in the air and chase off those gyrocopters, and then we'll do what we can to get rid of these last guys here. We have to spread out enough we're not getting completely eviscerated by the Spirit of Grungni. Oh, another Spirit Leech on it. First is the Leper here. Have them charge them down. Oh, Gruckmer got wounded, but that's alright. Let's try to destroy Malakai here. Grant the Slayers the death they so desire. You two fall back a bit. That's not a good fight for you. Beast get his hugs, and we'll heal up Ketzak. This is why Mornhal doesn't want to be your buddy. Your chariot got taken down. Definitely wasn't my fault. Where'd he go? He got run over by some skin wolves. Alright, that's the other Slayer gone. Soul Grinder, you chase off this thing. We'll send our skirmish cab to chase down kind of the rest of the stragglers there. I mean, Malakai put up a fight, but it was no match for the Revengers. The Offenders. Listen, they're stinky boys that want to fight and destroy everything. Thinking that quest battle we fought earlier on that was saying the Gates of Nuln was basically to show off that that when Tamurkhan got to the Empire, he was mistaken. He raised Fildorf, thinking it was Nuln. Sit there for a few days, trying to figure out why he wasn't becoming a demon prince, and then someone tried to assassinate him. That's kind of what broke him out of his stupor. And then he marched on Nuln proper. We'll get there. Alright, looks like Gruckmer was just wounded, so he's not fully taken out. His leadership broke and he ran on away. I think this is going to show that I need to keep having this many heroes with that many abilities all in one army is kind of difficult to micro. So what we're going to do, or at least micro effectively, we'll do is we'll split them on up, and Gruckmer can come join our Dawizar army over here with Dimahar. Ooh, Slayer Engineer. Malakai has finally achieved the glorious death he has always sought, in a fair fight at the hands of a worthy adversary. We get extra recruit rank for all of our artillery units, and then 10% more missile strength for the entire army. That is amazing. We need this with Dimahar. Pick out several key heroes of the Dawi. So we'll kind of try to get them relegated back down here to the Lair of the Troll King, and we'll take down Malakai again with the other army. So you come on up to Altar Spawns. We'll have you guys switch places. Too late now, but we can try to get that defeat trait. We'll have to take him down before any of our allies do, but we'll try our best. Sickness and health up to 7,000 hit points. He's wounded too. And then Plague Marked. Locus of Virulence. Everyone needs their own Horn of Corn. Zach, let's give you Might of the Swamp. Actually, take it back. Ritualistic Fury will keep you alive a little bit better. 51 melee defense. Gruckmer, since you're on a chariot, I'm thinking taking you off the chariot's going to be probably key here. That way I can keep him alive. Mornhal, you are a champion. Let's give you Hardened Skin. You can survive your fights, and Razor Claws for more damage. Sweet business. I mean, they could even move in to hit the Forbidden Citadel if we so wish, because it looks like that's what Sigvald's up to, maybe? Ooh, here's what we should do with Sigvald. Hey, can I have any of your armies? Do you have any armies laying around that you're just not using?
You dare.
We should have lots of points built up. Oh, not yet. Oh, we can do the cool, though. What happened to your other army? All you have now is Bjarki. He is not the most impressive. Oh, for 42, he'll give me Rugni and his 3 sets of laborers. How generous. How generous. Go ahead and hunt down Grimgor for 22 points. Yeah, there's no reason for any outposts with the cool. They'll never have much more than normal Norskins, and that's our fault for crushing them. Alright, we got back to 7 dominance. What do we need? More Gorgons seems to be always a good thing. So with the Dawi Zar army, we could have Gorgon and Cygor combo. Yeah, I quite like that. Especially since we don't yet have our War Mammoth. We're getting there. Raiding with a few armies at once is going to be the way to get through here as fast as possible. Plus, we need to fight, what, Lizardmen, Ogres, Beastmen, or Chaos Dwarves. We should probably... He doesn't like Beastmen, so we should probably move Grukmer out of his army. Either way, though, we will grab you there, Mr. Gorgon. Can't afford the upkeep on a Gorgon right now, but... I mean, it's definitely not this army that's costing us so much gold. 5,600. Cool. Who hasn't been moved? Tamurkhan himself. Ooh, but there's a Cathayan.
I'm gonna trade Decay.
Yeah, let's go get this Cathayan caravan. Come here, you. Northern provinces. Who are you at war with? Okay, so before we do declare war, let's go make some deals. The Yusuk tribe is a vassal of these clowns.
What does the Father require?
Don't you worry about it. I'll join your war with the northern provinces and you just give me some money.
Do not think to betray us.
I don't know why you would think we're up to any kind of shenanigans, village. We are the kindest of souls. Is that a Grimgore? Or, I mean, a Greasus? Why is Greasus the Dragon Gate? Greasus is Cathay now. I can't wait to get in here and see what's going on. Cathay seems to be in utter chaos. Oh, Flametric, are you causing us issues? I thought I could afford another army. It was probably because we got lulled into a false sense of security with our upkeep production legs. Alright, we'll keep him there for a turn. Keep him there for a turn.
Father Nurgle.
Alright, Tamurkhan, we'll have you go after Zeus caravan army, and then up to the Frozen Landing. Grab ourselves another port. Hello, Cathayans. Goodbye, Cathayans. Bone Breaker. Killing alone is rarely enough to require to sate this lunatic. After the battle, when the slaughter is done, everything else in his path must be razed to the ground. Ooh, fighting Cathay. Perfect. So now he's up to aligned. Which means we should have access to new units. Dogged. Hell Cannons. Which I actually think Hell Cannons is going to be better for us than even the likes of a Dreadquake. Dreadquake in the right army on the right map. Hell Cannon everywhere else. We can also activate... When do we need to be committed for this one? Okay. Well, let's grab a Hell Cannon. We can add that in with the Dawi Zar army. Tamurkhan. Stomp them on out there. Would we raise it? Further increase his fealty? Yeah, we do. Good opportunity. Marius, you keep on moving up your merry way. These guys are wounding how much we are able to make from the area, which is rude.
Cultist of the Fly Lord.
Cultist, what are you gonna do?
Carry.
Do some scouting for me.
The malignant.
Oh, you went back out to the sea, you fool.
Suffering.
Wanted you to do some assassination.
Blessed be.
Alright, Dimahar, let's drop your upkeep, give you more movement, and then give you Vanguard deploy for artillery. That's pretty dang solid. Be smart this time and actually infect him. Same thing with the income plague, which we'll drop here, like we were trying to previously. Ah, we gotta wait a turn. It's fine. For Grimgore, are you plagued up?
Sod off.
Sawed off, huh? Sounds like you need an attitude adjustment. Christian plague, melee defense drop, and then also melee attack drop. Enjoy. I like that they can move barely any once they're here.
There's a blessing.
And then they can move much further. It's weird. I mean, I'll take it. Grimgore is now infected with, I didn't see what the name of the plague was, but we're going to call it Super Cholera. We'll upgrade, or I guess repair Shock Trocken. And let's pull to our province tab real quick. And the only upgrades we'll make are going to be to income generating buildings. The Ice Spear just got sacked. And the walls of Crystal Spires, because it's right on the edge of enemy territory. It's going to be like that, is it? Well... interesting. I guess we just sit on our gold for a turn. Something I don't tend to like to do.
So cold.
Let's see if anyone wants to make any deals.
I am chosen.
He would like to fully betray. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. We'll make all of the Slaneshi boys on our side. Through friendship. War wants peace. How much are you willing to pay for that? 13,000. You know what? This is a good idea. We've taken his tier 5 settlements. We can let him fall back into his territory. We can build up ourselves and pocket a huge chunk of gold. Have it your way. 20,000 gold. Well, now, start throwing money at everything. You get an upgrade. You get an upgrade. We don't have the infections for you. You don't get anything. Since Grimgore's not here causing issues, fix up and repair. And then Writhing Fortress can go up to tier 5. That is expensive. Good grief. Well, that worked out beautifully.
In the name of the Father, speak your peace.
Speak your peace, Astrogoth. Join your war. No, sir. They just gave me a lot of money to not fight them. Ooh, Imric. I see you've ignored all of your other enemies to fight us. Fair enough. We will respond in kind. Enjoy wallowing in our stinky pits. Great Skull Lakes was lost, but apparently it was no real boon anyway. Spear receives a plague, so does the Saber Mountain, and the Nemesis Crown has been claimed by Papa Reichland himself. John Empire. Well, Forbidden Citadel. Since I'm likely going to be attacking this place, let's go ahead and just drop in a Plague Cult colony. Grab them a random plague. Galixis. While I would prefer you to do some regenerating, we could just combine these guys and get a new unit of Pestilors pretty easily. So let's go into raiding and try to build up relations with our Gruk, or I guess our Mornhowl a little bit more. Zach, you are the champion. Let's give you Mad of the Swamp. Bastard Kazik. What is he up to? 118 speed? That is... he's starting to border Slanesh levels of fast. Zooms right past one of their Slaneshi chariots. What was that? Was that of Nurgle? Perhaps a little bit. So this is all up in the Monolith of Flesh until where? Ah, here's the border, so we'll come up.
On the trail to despair.
On the trail to despair. Grokmer, Three-Horn. Go join Demahar. Destroying everything on his way through, I'm sure. I'm not sure why Dreich is all the way up here, but I'm sure she's thrilled with them breaking everything. Healing there. Alexis, you can now join up with this army because you can be a good heal later on. Come join. Lista. Assault the garrison here at Kruckadrak once more, that way we have an easier way on in. Hadri Holdfast. Him and his adventure cannons. Little do you know, Ice, I'm not scared of adventure cannons. Tamurkhan, let's go ahead and take down Gittich and then hold the line. Need to do at least a turn for replenishing. We'll swarm right over these 4 Kossars. Imagine being the defenders of this town. Nightmare. Like we would just leave if I saw this warhost on the horizon. You know what? This village doesn't matter that much. We're out of here. None of that gives us more replenishment, so we'll just go for more gold.
For conquest!
For conquest. He has 62 armor up to, what can we get him? 15 more? Really not that big a deal. Same thing with leadership aura size. We'll just go for speedier Bubebelos. Training on both of our exalted heroes. Big Papa Scoliosis. Now that Grimgor is going to be retreating back through, we should move to attack Village. Of course, as I say that, we have Imric attacking, don't we? Just kidding, we have another threat afoot. Let's move up and march to Blizzard Peak. That way we're still passing out good leadership, or I guess good public order bonuses. Next is Dorjny Fort. Let's make sure they're not building anything. They could hit Uzkalok too, couldn't they? That would stink. I don't think we can hold against dragons with this army.
Idea.
A laughable idea. Don't worry, Tamurkhan will come down and give you a lesson. Lumetric, I don't think we need you that much right now. Think about it. Can't afford him. We can build up gold a little bit faster without him, so let's go ahead and kick you out for now. Waste the money for a few turns. It'll help our income build up a little bit faster. Alright. Could we use Beast Pass for anything important? I don't think so. Dance of Despair is so great. And then completely refilling campaign movement range? Yes, please. So great Ice Spewer. Try to repair what we can while Grimgor runs south. Hopefully we have cut the head off of that military snake there. Everything down here has to be tier 3. You can still have some pretty scary units, but nothing super elite.
Exalted hero of Nurgle.
Thought we already gave you an order, Humongous. Go join Demahar.
We shall spread rot.
Order of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Alright, in the turn, let's see how Imric decides to make his move. Uzkalok or Dorjny Fort, or both. Alright, I'll go ahead and cut that part out. We just had a notification pop up. Surprise notifications. He wants us to war with Grimgor? No, I want him out of my territory. Zatan, you can fight Grimgor. Enjoy. Hey, look, you won. And Imric now attacks Uzkulak. Yeah, our defenses would not hold there. We'll let them have it. Sad day. Alright, well, even though Imric took Uzkulak, we didn't really lose any income. Surprisingly enough, Midden Citadel has been infected, and then now we need to deal with Lost Eric Jalson. Which I'm pretty sure how you pronounce that. Am I an expert in Icelandic? Absolutely not.
Fathers here.
Come on down there, counter.
We march for
Definitely need you now more than ever. Imric builds up this other army's about to take down Dorjny Fort, so that's a pretty good blitz on Zorn Uzkul. Well done. It came all the way through. I think he was forced out by Greasus, who is actually doing pretty well down here. Pushed out of the mountains, but thriving all the same. Alright, Tamurkhan, I'm gonna have you
Desolation for all.
move up on Audrey Holdfast, and if he wants to hold fast, we'll have ourselves a battle. Big stompy toad dragon. Nope, he runs for the hills. Big old coward. And of course, as would be customary, Nurgle has ambushed me with some sneezes here in our outro. But thank you so much for stopping by today's Tamurkhan episode. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. I'll see you on the next one.